Hello, and happy November. I hope you're doing well. My name's Olivia, if you're new here, and today I'm doing a Plan With Me video. So grab some tea or some hot chocolate, or maybe something iced if it's warm where you are. The tea that I'm drinking today is Stormy Night by David's Tea. It's delicious and a great tea for the chilly time of year. I'll leave a link down in the description if you're interested in trying it. It's been a while since I've done a Plan With Me video, but I figured now would be the perfect time, being that Samhain, or Halloween, is usually seen as the witch's new year. Plus, Notebook Therapy reached out to me and allowed me to try out some of their new line from the moonlit spells of their adorable witchy stationery. Of course, everything will be linked down below if you're interested in purchasing these yourself. But also, come on, look at this paperclip. So cute. I figured I would just kind of pop in and out during the whole video. I don't think I'm going to talk through the whole thing, so if you want to get your planner out and plan with me, hence the title of the video, then please, you're more than welcome. These are a couple of the things that I like to use when I'm designing the pages in my bullet journal. By no means do you have to have any of these, but these are just ones that I use commonly, along with these kind of pens. Gives me a variety of colors, but to be honest, most of the ones I use is just the black pen. One of the first things I always add in my new bullet journals is a future log. It's really just an overview of the next year, making sure to add in all of the important dates so that I don't forget them as I'm planning month by month throughout the journal.
All the girls are crazy about a certain little lad. Although he's very, very bad, he could be oh so good when he wanted to. Bad or good, he understood about love and other things. For every girl in town followed him around just to hold his hand and sing. Oh, Johnny, how you can love. Oh, Johnny, heavens above, you make my sad heart jump with joy. And when you're near, I just can't sit still a minute until, oh, Johnny, please tell me, dear, what makes me love you so? You're not handsome, it's true, but when I look at you, I just, oh, Johnny, oh. heavens above. You make my sad heart jump with joy. And when you're near, I just can't sit still a minute until, oh, Johnny, please tell me this. What makes me love you so? You're not handsome, it's true, but when I look at you, I get, oh, Johnny, oh, Johnny, oh. I see lilacs in the rain, and you are with me again. When April sprinkled her dreams in my heart, when we parted in her lane, the skies were tearful with rain. The scent of lilacs remain in my heart. Two other arms around you now. Some other love has found you now. But when love forgets to smile, my darling, once in a while, remember April and lilac in the rain.
The next page I always add to new bullet journals is a future goal log. I don't really have any rules or guidelines. Sometimes I put goals that might seem inconceivable at the time, but it's kind of interesting to look back at old bullet journals of mine and see that I've actually achieved some of the goals that I was really hoping that I could achieve in the next year or so, even though maybe it didn't really seem possible at the time. This page is really fun because you can put goals such as financial goals, creative goals, business goals, personal, whatever. You can put down things that you can really see yourself achieving, and then other things that you would love to achieve, but you're not really sure if you will. And one day you might look back and think, whoa, hey, I did it.
Two other arms around you now. Some other love has found you now.
And now for the cover page. I love doing the cover pages. It's just kind of fun to be able to add some kind of theme or do some kind of creative little artsy thing for the very beginning of each month. I needed a reference for this one because I wanted to do some fall leaves for November, so I just pulled up my phone and Googled fall leaves to use as a reference. I found this really cute thing, I think it was on Pinterest, that was just some kind of art of all these different fall leaves, so I thought perfect, I could have a variety.
There's a little white lighthouse by a blue lagoon, and it twinkles like a love light where stars hide the moon. There's a little white lighthouse where the night birds croon. We can go beside the seaside, beside of the lagoon, dreaming in the gloaming where the sea is foaming. Just a happy pair with hearts in tune, that's all. Two lips with romantic kiss, fell in love. Now one for it, traveled on so far and darling, here we are. Sweetheart forever, we'll make life divine. Sweetly shut together, and now you're mine.
Now that the cover page is done, onto the month overview. This is a super simple layout where it's really just listing out the numbers and the days of the month. It's more of an in-depth and roomier version of the future log, so that I have a little bit more room to add details of any of the events or things that are coming up this month, such as birthdays, events, spells or rituals that I'm planning, new moon, full moon, and I've seen a lot of my astrology friends use this as a place to plan and track any of the planets. But as we know, I'm not all that great with astrology, so I will not be doing that here. The next page is daily memories, right next to the month overview. If you don't have this in your bullet journal already, I highly recommend you try it out. It's just nice to think about, well, what was memorable about today, and just do one sentence, a one-liner, about just something that you liked and that you wanted to remember that day. It could be a thought, or something you saw, or something you did, or somebody that you hung out with. But it's just a nice little month overview of all of these tiny little moments that you can look back on and be like, oh yeah.
And after we have kissed goodnight and still
This next page I definitely recommend you try out if you haven't already. If you have seen some of my Plan With Me videos in the past, then you'll see that my bullet journal really hasn't changed, but I found this system that I really love and it works out really well for me. On the top, I have my mood tracker, and on the bottom, I have my habit tracker. I think it's important to have these both right next to each other so that you can see how they correlate with each other. You'll see on the top, I number it from 1 to 10 so that I can track both my sleep habits, my stress that day, my mood, and my period. If you're someone who gets periods, I would strongly recommend that you do this. And on the bottom, like I said, is my habit tracker, and instead of an axis of 1 to 10, it's just an axis listing all of the habits that I would like to do either daily or weekly. Then here I've got my key of all of the symbols that I use, or the colors that I use, to track the things like my mood and my stress and my sleep. And that's pretty much how I set up a new bullet journal and my months in my bullet journal. I like things that are simple, quick, but also efficient. So then I just went back to each page and added a couple of strips of washi tape just to add a little bit more visual interest to the pages. And that's it. That's my Plan With Me video. I hope that you enjoyed, and thank you so much to Notebook Therapy for sending me some of these adorable stationery items and letting me share them with my viewers. I hope that you have a wonderful month of November, and a wonderful transition from fall into winter if you're in the same hemisphere as I am. But otherwise, as always, best of luck, be kind to each other, and may your gods treat you as you've treated others. Bye.